2. Now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes!
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Wiggins in the front court. He's there with Green. Backcourt guards are Curry and Thompson. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. And looking at the Nets, Irving and Dinwiddie share backcourt duties. In the post, it's Durant and Allen. And it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin.
Here we go.
A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Durant with it. Wiseman picks him up. Irving for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Thompson against Dinwiddie. Wiseman sets a screen for Thompson. Driving the lane. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Irving finds KD. Allen a screen on Green. Lets it fly from 18. Drained for 2 points.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, KD from downtown. Wiseman with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Goes up the baseline. The shot comes out. Durant with some nice D. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Dinwiddie with it. Now Green defending. Wiseman with the rebound. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Thompson. On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Thompson's got 5 points so far. Nets trail by 3. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got his second bucket.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Green with a screen for Curry. Feeds it to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Dinwiddie covering. Fades and shoots. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Irving with the bounce pass. And yes, it's good.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The pass to Thompson. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Curry on the wing. Green with a screen on Irving. Pocket 6. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now Oubre. Jeff Green missing from long range. Oubre passes to Pascal. And he drops it in from the low post.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Luwawu. Pass to Irving. To end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Irving against Curry. Pascal with a screen on Irving. Curry outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Warriors on top, up 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And it seems like players are constantly...
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the 2. Here's Oubre following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Count that bucket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Luwawu. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Irving. Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Here's Curry following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Green. Irving passes to Luwawu. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. unfortunately, that didn't transpire. But that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Then for the Warriors, Wiseman's checked in for Marquise Chris. Draymond Green comes in for Eric Paschall. And it's Thompson in for Wiggins. Now, here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. And the shot is long. Brooklyn leading by 3. And we hear of players attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the third day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year. But the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
Now, here's Curry, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Here's Wiseman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Thompson passes to Wiseman. Over Allen. Wiseman no good.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Dinwiddie is screen on Thompson. Here's LeVert. Got a piece of it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wiseman sets a screen for Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got his third basket of the night right there.
That three ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
KD passes to Prince, and they pick up 2. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9, and he drives in. Here's Wiseman. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Here's Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Curry with it. From deep three-point range. That shot missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. They got motivated in that second quarter. The deficit they were staring at turned into a 3-point lead in the locker room. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The guard pair are the incredible Curry and Thompson. Wiggins in the front court. He's there with Green. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. It's stolen by Wiseman. Warriors trail by 3. Curry with the bounce pass. Thompson outside. Here's Green. It's good. Green's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
The Nets working the ball around now. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Curry has it in the corner. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Hey, it's a simple game. Just take what the defense allows. Wiggins reads it, smooth with the mid-range throw. Knock it down.
Passes it to Durant. His three-pointers off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That sends Caris LeVert to the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And guys, Caris LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Pascal, the pass to Curry. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the three ball is good.
And Curry calling for the pick and roll and running it with precision. He is a terrific floor general. He knows how to strike the soft spot of an opposing defense.
Irving drives in, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
But they get it back. Allen finds Shamet. Takes it inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Shamet's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
1:31 left to play in the third. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Wiggins. Thompson's got 9.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Harris looking it over. Here's Irving. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 15 points in the game.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Pass to Pascal from the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Shamet. And there's the pass to Prince. Kicks it to Irving. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Oubre. Pascal, the pass to Chris. The feed to Wiggins. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. 13 feet away. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets out in front, leading by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. In the post, it's Durant and Allen. Then there's Caris LeVert, and it's Luwawu in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Passes it to KD. Into the lane. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game. He dishes it to Wiggins. Step back shot. And he can't bank that one in. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to LeVert. Driving in. Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 5.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Curry from deep 3-point land. LeVert grabs the miss. LeVert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Durant binds Dinwiddie. Now LeVert. Back to Dinwiddie. And the pass to KD. Oh, good with the triple.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Green passes to Oubre. There's the try. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Dinwiddie with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. 17-foot shot on the way. Warriors trail by 3. Just 5 on the clock. Green with a screen for Curry. And they're unable to get the time basket there. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by LeVert.
Boy, the versatility of LeVert showing you he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve and a bunch of shots to choose from, too.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to KD. Allen, a screen on Green. KD's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Curry, good.
Sometimes you watch Steph get a shot up. You just appreciate what you're seeing, and perhaps the best shooter of all time.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
All right, thank you, David. Curry attacking over Irving. Curry with another miss. Brooklyn leading by 5. High post, KD. Curry meets him. Here's Allen. It's stolen by Green. Curry wide open. Misses the 3.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Another shot. Here's Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 7. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Here's Curry. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Curry kicks to Wiseman. A three-pointer. Wiggins. The shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.